guys, how are you doing? How are you doing today? I hope you're having a good day. I'm here live and direct, well, maybe not quite live, but I'm here direct, okay? And I really want to help you guys because there's some things that's really getting on my nerves. I'm here to talk to you guys about 5 myths around starting a fashion business in Africa. And I want to kill them, annihilate them, destroy them, debunk them, tear them down, overturn them. Basically, I want to get them out of your head because they're stopping you from moving forward. So who am I and why am I here to do this? So guys, my name is Jacqueline Shaw and I am your African fashion business coach. I am the only African fashion business coach and I'm proudly your African fashion business coach. And I'm here to help you and equip you with the tools that you need to actually go and start that fashion business over in Africa, okay? So if you've got an idea, you want a product you want to make, you're on a source, you don't know where, who, why, what, I've got the answers for you and I'm here to help you so you can build a successful and responsible, ethical, sustainable fashion business that's made in Africa, okay? And change some of these perceptions. And this is what this session is all about today. It's about changing those perceptions of the 5 things that people say about the myths that some of the gurus in the industry will say why you can't make fashion in Africa. So let's kind of tackle them one by one. Let's destroy them, okay? Get the mind ready? Ready? Okay, good. Let's dive in. So look, one of the things that comes up is that Africa can't make fashion product. Now this one is a bit of a, this one gets my nerves really because Africa's been doing textiles since the beginning of time. Okay, Africa are trendsetters. Africa has been doing products which are fashion for centuries, okay, generations, let's put it that way. So those are saying that it can't be done. I'm like, where are you getting that from? Because when I look at it, I've done my research, I know that Gap does it. You all know Gap. You know our lady Stella McCartney, okay, she does it. Our high street giant H&M, the guys who've made shop there already, they've been producing Africa. They've got a big factory as well. Calvin Klein, Calzedonia, Wrangler, you guys know their jeans. Calzedonia is a Spanish brand. PVH Group as well. They own a lot of other brands and they've got factories in Africa. I could go on. I even work with brands with my clients on my Fab Fashion Africa business training who work with these particular manufacturers in Africa who produce for ASOS and even for Kanye West. If I can get the guy's name, Kanye West. Even Kanye West. How crazy is that? But yes, I'm working with these brands who are making fashion, I'm working with these factories who are making fashion. So I know that it can be done. And what you're hearing is a whole load of cosmetics. So let's just say that one's killed. Africa can make fashion product. It's on the high street. People are wearing it. It can be done. Next. Okay. So number 2, that making fashion in Africa is risky business. Oh yeah. And that you're going to get ripped off. That's the other one. You're going to get ripped off if you go and do fashion in Africa. You go out there, you're going to get ripped off. Oh my gosh. Now look. Let me just get to the point here. Look, doing business is risky, number 1, yeah? Doing business is risky. Doing fashion business is risky. I've worked for the last 20 years for brands and retailers. I've lived in Germany, I've lived in China, I've lived in Turkey, as well as the UK where I'm born and based. And I've worked with large-scale brands, okay, retailers who are doing fashion business. And the bigger you get in, that's how more risky it is, okay? There's more things at stake, there's more risk associated with doing a fashion business, okay? So that's just going to happen. That's just the way business is. As soon as you say you're going to do business, you open yourself up for risk, but it's about you having the right support, the right guidelines, the right mentors, the right guides to be able to prevent you falling into those risks. And those who are getting ripped off, those who are approaching risk in the African business or any business, is because they're going in and doing it by themselves and they're not getting connected with the right people. I am your people. I am your people. Your best resource to help you get in to starting out fashion business in Africa. Okay, so just connect with me and let's see what we can do. Okay, so look, so I know that you want to do this. I know that you're here for a purpose. I know you want to source your fashion products in Africa. You want to produce and manufacture quality products made in the continent. I know that's what you want to do. You want to clarify your branded message. You want to have an authentic African story. You want to get sales ultimately, and ultimately will accelerate your business. That's what we all want to do. I said it to myself. I went and took a trip to Africa. I started to source it. Let me give you this story so you can see where there can be risk. And I'll explain to you exactly what I'm saying about the risk, not having the right connections, doing things your own way, thinking that you know everything and going off and getting it done. That's what I did. When I started my business in the first year, I decided I need to learn how to do this because I wanted to coach people and speak to people. So I got on my plane, took a trip to some African countries and got recommended, got recommended some of the one tailors on the roadside, as I like to call them, and they made my product. Also ran off with my product, got the police involved. That is risk, right? But why was that risk for me? Because I got recommended from friends, just people that they knew-ish, but never worked with themselves. So I recommended these people, and that's why I got ripped off. These people weren't vetted. These people weren't highly recommended from large organizations or by people who have done continuous work with them. They were just one-off people who didn't really have the right agenda, who just saw a little bit of money. I thought they grabbed the money, grab the products, and they can go and have their own successes. And that's why you need to know who you're working with, okay? You need to know when you're entering the market that you've never been to before, you need to get set up with the right connections. And that's what I'm here to help you to do, okay? Starting up in Africa is so key that you have a strong why and that you're going to follow through your goals and visions, because if things do happen as it can in any business, you don't want to then be blaming Africa. You get yourself set up the right way and you'll be fine. So I'm here to help you to do that. Even if you've had bad products made, even if you haven't yet been to the continent and things have happened, don't worry. Working with me, what we can do is help you to get connected with the right suppliers, get the right trainings, get the right knowledge so that you can go in with the right mindset, with the right links, with the right connections, and then do great products, great business, great countries, working with great supply partners. That's what I want for you. So let's just say that one's killed, okay? About the risk, it's about you being responsible for your business and making sure that you have the right connections. So I'm here to say, look, I'm here to help you. If you're interested, there's a link in the comments, in the bio below, in the information below. Please just select that and we'll have a call, talk about your business, and we'll work things out, okay? So that's number 2. So number 3, this one now. Ah, dear Lord have mercy. Now this one, number 3, that money can't be made in African fashion. I mean, please. I just reeled off a whole load of brands who are produced in Africa. Why would they be doing that if there's not going to be money coming from it? Why would H&M, of all people, be doing that? Yes, they've got sustainability and CSR program, but why would they really do that without money as part of the agenda? So let me break it down a little bit more for you. If African fashion can't make money, then why is it worth $15.5 million US dollars already? And that's its potential. No, it's worth 31 billion. I'm giving you wrong figures. It's actually worth 31 billion, according to Euromonitor. $31 billion, okay? And it's got the potential to make another 15.5 million within the next 3 to 5 years. So H&M and all those I've mentioned to you, they've recognized this. They've even set up a base there and they're going and they're doing it. They've recognized it. For the Brits in the house, any Brits in the house, say hey. Okay. If you're British here, do say hello in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. Do you know that even Tesco's, we all know Tesco's, right? Love Tesco's. Love my British accent there, Tesco's. So Tesco's is a high street, supermarket, okay? So they sell food, they do sell some clothing, got Florence and Fred, whatever their fashion label is called, but they do fashion as well. And even they have produced in African countries as well. But my question is, have you recognized this? Have you recognized African opportunity, how it's ripe, is ready? The question is, are you ready to get there now? Are you ready to set up your business? Or are you waiting, until that moment, the perfect moment, which never really exists? Africa's economy is growing by 5 to 6% a year. In the last 10 years, it's been classed as 6 out of the 10 world economies have been African. People are spending money in Africa. Mobile shoppers in Nigeria, they're spending money. Ethiopia's textile power industry is the 5th fastest growing in the world. And it's got an average of about 50+% in growth over the last 5 to 6 months. That's just one country, Ethiopia. And within, as I was saying to you before, within the sub-Saharan Africa, combining apparel and footwear, that market together is combined to be worth 31 billion according to Euromonitor. 31 billion. So African fashion makes money. For those who are saying it can't, I've just killed that one now. That's 3 down, 2 more, bring it on, bring it on. Okay. So if you're serious to do that business, do also, if you want to book a call with me, if you want to become that business leader, doing fashion business in Africa, you want to be exporting, changing people's minds, changing their perceptions, and this is the place for you to be in, okay? Africa is the place for you to set up, and I'm here to help you, killing those myths first, preventing you from having that stagnant business, and helping you to overcome the struggle today. This is the day we're going to get you started, okay? So let's look at number 4. This fourth myth says that you have to travel to Africa to be able to meet suppliers and manufacturers and to do fashion business there. Now, I do understand where people are coming from with this one, because I do agree, okay, even with this myth, okay, I do agree that you must at some point visit the suppliers. You must go out there and you must meet people, because when you meet people, you build connections, you build rapport, yeah? You get me? You build rapport, like you guys are starting to get to know who I am. You start to, because by watching me regularly or coming to my events or whatever, you start to build that rapport, understand the people that you're working with. And so at some point you will have to. But many of my clients actually don't do it. They haven't yet gone there. So I do recommend that they do it within the first 2 years, and that's why we now have the Fashion Africa sourcing trips. Information is below if you're interested in those. But the Fashion Africa sourcing trips, it's where we take you to Africa to meet suppliers. But even without that, I've got a client, Tamika. She's got another video that will pop up at the end. You'll get to see and listen to what Tamika had to say. And she's one of my previous clients, and we completed the 4,000 piece order. I supplied her with 3 partners in Africa to do production, and she never stepped foot in the continent in all the time that we were working together. Never. With my help and my connections, you can start a fashion business in Africa while sitting at your kitchen table. How about that? You like that? Who would imagine wanting to do that? I mean, come on, you can make it happen. My clients are getting a good level of production from working with me. We work out which is the best route. We go through maybe FAB, the Fashion Africa Business training program, the coaching program, or the online course Spark, and give them the right tools to be able to get set up. But you can do that. Okay, people are asking me all the time, which country should I produce in? Where can I get X, Y, and Z? Who should I work with? And what I'm saying is that I can help you to do that. Tamika never imagined that she would be producing in Africa before, having not been there. She wasn't coming from a fashion background. It's a completely different background, but yet she's producing products in Africa. Okay, but at some point you will have to travel. So I do give that 4th myth a little bit of, okay, I'll give it some kudos, but not fully, because you can do it without starting, but you need to work with somebody who's been there before you, who has the right connections, and you can connect you and link you with the right people. So what I do is, like I said, I equip creative entrepreneurs just like you watching today to navigate the landscape of Africa's unique, very unique fashion and textile industry. It can be quite complex, the fashion industry as a whole. It's one of the most complex supply chains out there. But what I do is I help you by providing you with sustainable solutions for the sourcing strategy that you will have for your business. So it'll help you to get set up to go from sourcing to sampling to sales. Sourcing to sampling to sales. Sourcing to sampling to sales. Okay, so I help you to do that. I'm not sure I'm doing this. But anyway, guys, I can help you to do that. But let's look at the last one. This one is what gets people, because people always have this thing that we call it imposter syndrome. Dun, dun, dun. Imposter syndrome is where you feel that you're not good enough or you don't know enough. And I used to feel exactly the same way when I started this business, and I had 20 years of experience in the industry. But I would feel that I don't know enough. How can I create an online course? How can I produce fashion products and sell them? Who's going to buy it? Why do people want it? But yeah, I was doing that for brands like Puma, like Fila, like Animal, like CNA, all of these brands and others that I've worked for. I was producing product that people were buying. I'd see them wearing my products on the street. So imposter syndrome is something that we deal with. So this myth number 5 is that you need a fashion degree and a whole load of experience to set up a fashion business in Africa. Now, come on, my friend, come on now. Look, Vivienne Westwood, and I love Queen Viv, okay? I am a Vivienne Westwood fan since day one. And she had no fashion degree, yet she's one of the world's most famous catwalk designers. Even well into the 70s or 80s now. She's still going strong, okay? So she also has production in Africa, by the way. Did you know that? We've been to visit her production unit in one of our sourcing trips. How about that now? How about that? So look, all you need is a vision, creativity, and a fashion eye, like to see what could be good product. You know, you're connected with what's going on. You need determination to bring that dream alive, and you can do that with my help. Okay, you can do it with my help, but you don't need to do this alone. You don't need to feel that imposter syndrome that you don't have the right tools, you don't have the right knowledge and experience. But what I've done is I've packaged all of mine up and I've given that to you now. So right now you probably think you can't do it because you don't have the right context, you don't have the degree, you don't have the design background, you don't have the experience, and you feel this disqualifies you. But I'm telling you that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not true. Fashion can be made in Africa, and the gurus are wrong, because there's fashion giants from the high street who are doing it, okay? And you can also do it. The thing is, when you get the answers, the systems, you can make that business happen. You just need to have the right contacts, the right support, the guide, and the solution to how you need to make that happen. And that's what I do. That's what I do. I help my clients to get set up. I connect them with the right people, even if they haven't got the experience, even if they haven't got a degree, even if they haven't traveled to Africa. They're making money, they're exporting, and they're doing business. One of my clients got stocked in 4 countries and has customers worldwide after setting up a business in Africa working with me. Another was featured in Forbes for her African fashion business. Did my training, she came now, sourcing trips, she set up her business back in Ghana. So she's doing it, she's been featured in BBC and so forth. So it might sound unrealistic to you, right? You think this is impressive, and maybe you think it's unrealistic. But no, when you know the real strategies for turning those ideas and that skill set into a knowledge and a profitable fashion business, one that is made in Africa, you realize that it can be done. And I'm sharing my step-by-step process with you. Okay, in below, I have put in a link which will take you to a 6-step guide that you can download and you can use it. This was the same blueprint that I use in my trainings and my course and everything else I do in all my programs. Is a simplified version that you can go through that can help you, okay? And when you want to work further with me, you book a call, you get in touch, okay? We're getting to know each other, okay? We're getting to build a relationship. So download the guide. There's a link to book a call, and we and you can start doing business together, okay? This is changing the game for creative entrepreneurs just like you, who once believed they couldn't source in Africa and produce a fashion business there. They didn't believe that it could be possible or that it could even be fun, okay? So if you fear being stuck working with mediocre, substandard, low quality suppliers, those who make low quality products or worse, and you're sick of what you've got back already, you're like, I can't do this anymore. Like most of my clients who come to me. You want to work with those who are responsible, who are professional, who want to give a good solution, a good product to you. Then make sure that you get in touch with me and I can help you to get there, okay? But that's the 5 myths I wanted to really debunk. That's the 5 myths I wanted to really change, that you can, the changing your mindset so you can see that you actually can do this. You actually can do this. That's it, guys. I'm Jacqueline Shaw, your African Fashion Business Coach. Do make sure to subscribe to my channel. Do share it with those of your friends in the industry who are seeking to do similar and who you feel this video could help support. Let's make sure that you select the bell, ding ding, so that you can get notifications of when my new videos come out. Every single week there'll be a new video of trainings, we do interviews, and more. So make sure to sign up. This is the place to be for setting up an African fashion business and learning how to set up an African fashion business. So I'll see you guys next week for the next video. Make sure to click to one of the next ones coming on after. See you later.